Hi guys, this is a continuation of a previous video I've done which is talking about command prompt basics, and I was explaining about files and folders. Now I managed to go over well, just under 10 minutes, so I'm going to continue with this now. Now what we just did was do changing folders, viewing files and folders in a directory, and changing drives and things like that. Now what I'm going to show you is file manipulation, so things you can actually do with your files. So what I've got is I've just got it continued exactly from where I left off. I'm going to go into my desktop, so I'm going to say docu star cd dun star, so we're going into document settings Duncan, and then cd desk star, and we're now in desktop. Now I've just got my Avi video that I've just recorded on the first basics one, so if I say dir, it shows me the command basics here. And if I was to, I don't know, if I make a random text file on my desktop and call it b.txt, now you can actually do file manipulation in your CMD box. So I could rename this file, delete it, copy it, duplicate it, I think, make it something else. I could also do things where the output, you will see when I say dir, it shows you volume and drive C, blah 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 blah. I can actually get it to put that into a file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some stuff that I'm going to do with this B file. If I did a dir, you'll notice that the B here is .text. Now if I want to delete it, I just say del b.text. Simple as that, and then you'll notice that the B has gone from here. Now I need to make it again, so I'm going to make a new file. Now before editors came out where you could edit all your files and things like that, in the very early DOS days, like 3 and under, you had to type something called copycon and then type the file name that you want to make, and that basically means start a new file b.text, and then you can just press enter, and then it will show, you can then start typing. Now the thing is with this, because we didn't have editors, once you've made a line and you pressed enter, you can't go back and edit it. So I'm going to type in I don't know, this is a test file. So now I press enter, I can't press up and it can't go back. And you notice this, it's actually started b.text. Now if I press Ctrl Z, it says one file is copied, and if I open it in Windows, it says this is a test file. Now what if I wanted to view the contents inside CMD? So what if I want to see what's in b.text? I just type and I say b.text, and it says this is a test file, so it says what's in b.text. Now you might not want to do this. If I did this with this Avi file, it'll come up with a load of characters and then beep at me and stuff, so it's best to do it just with text files or documents or anything like that that's just got text in it. Now what if I wanted to rename this b.text to another name? All I say is ren, which is short for rename, and then I'll say ren b.text, which is the file we're renaming, and then call it c.text. And it doesn't show anything output, but it shows here that I've actually changed it to c.text. And what I could actually do, if you want to do more than one command here and you want to do it all automatically, you have to make something called a batch file. Now it usually ends in .bat, so what I'm going to do is firstly I'm going to make a text file, and it's going to contain dir. So if I say copycon, call it dir.txt, and in it I'm going to type a command. I'm going to say dir/w, dir/w, and Control Z it to come out of it. One file's copied, and we've got dir.text. Now this is actually a command. Now if you want to do more than one command, you can just put it underneath or whichever, and you can actually make a batch file, and what that does is do several files, and you can do a lot more things with that. You can have like user choices and things like that, so you can say press Y to rename a file, or press N or something, press enter. But anyway, I want to be able to rename it to a batch file, so I need to change the extension of it. Now usually in Windows you just right click it and do it, or you might not even be able to if you don't have extensions enabled. So I'm just going to say ren b.text, so we're using the same rename thing as we did, and I'm just going to say I'll just say dir.text, isn't it? Sorry, dir.text, dir.bat, and it would just basically change the extension from text to bat. And if I move this over and press enter, you notice that that's now changed. So that's very good if you want to be able to do anything like that. And now it's the batch file, I can run it. Obviously it won't stay open, it will flash up, it does a directory listing, or as it's a batch file inside here, if I dir it, say dir.bat, if I was to start it saying dir.bat, it will run that batch file, and you'll notice it's done dir/w here, and then so you can also do this with executables. If I was to go into cd dot dot and go into the Windows directory, obviously I could have done cd/them, I could be bothered. If I was to go into the Windows directory and try and list all the files with the file of .exe, which is executable, and then do /w to make it easier to read, you'll notice that these are all the files here. Now, because these are Windows files, if I was to type something like, I don't know, WinHelp, you'll notice this can't be Windows Help. Now, some of them won't work. If I was to type in MS Paint, oh no, it does work. MS Paint. Now, sometimes you may have to type start and then type MS Paint, which basically means start it in Windows, and it will do it. But it looks like you can do it anyway. So the things you can type into the run box, I think, are actually being typed into here. So if I was to type MS Paint here, it does it as if it was in a command prompt, and then it opens up Paint. So anyway, I digress. What else can I show you? If you want to set, I'll go back to this dir bat. So what was I in? I want to go cd, c, documents and settings. Show you. Desktop, no, Duncan, and desktop. So you can see that I've actually put in cd, and I'll put in the full address of where I want to go, and press enter, and you'll see it's now changed to it. So I'll do another dir, and you notice I've got dir.bat and the AVI file I've made previously. Now, what if I want to set dir.bat to hidden? All I need to do is use the attrib command, attrib, and I'm going to say space dir.bat, and I'm going to say +h. +h means plus hidden. So if I press enter, you notice that it's now changed to hidden. And to set it back, you can actually, if you want to go back to a command you've done up here, or anything you've done previously, you just press the up button. You can see it's all commands I've done previously. So I'm just going to delete this, and I'm going to press up. I'm going to press down now, so I can get back to the attrib command. There we go. And I'm just going to put on the end -h. Press enter, and you'll notice that that's now gone back to unhidden. So you can, there's various things you can do. Again, you can type attrib and then slash and then a question mark. You can find out all the things you can do with the attrib command. So plus sets it, minus clears it. You can say read only, archive, system, hidden, and then you can do processes matching files in the current folder and all subfolders, processes folders as well. There's some other commands. Let me think. Xcopy, which I've shown as a shortcut, because what I've done is in previous videos I've shown shortcuts, and inside those shortcuts I've done DOS commands, because there's a command that enables you to do these sorts of things in a shortcut, Windows shortcut. So you might want to check that out, because I've got things like copying, synchronizing with a pen drive or something like that, overwriting files and things like that. But Xcopy copies multiple files, basically, copies files in directory trees. So if I was to say Xcopy the C drive to the D drive, then it will copy the entire contents of the C drive and the D drive, and it will overwrite and things like that. But you need to make sure you have, I think it's /C. No, that's continuous copy of errors occur. Which one was it? There is a slash command that you did to make it, to ensure it copies subdirectories as well. There you go, /E, yeah, that was slash everything, copies directories and subdirectories, including empty ones. So because this is ideal, because if you have if I have, see, I have my AVI file and my batch file, and I want to copy both of them into a folder, I don't want to have to say copy dir.bat, because that's what you can do. I haven't shown you the copy, have I? Alright, firstly I'm going to make a directory. I'm going to call it test md, make directory test. I'm going to copy dir.bat into it, dir.bat test. One file's copied, double click test, dir.bat is now in there. Now I'm going to go into it and delete it. Dir, it's in here, del dir.bat, oops, go into here and it's gone. And then I'm going to go cd ... to go up one level, and rd test, which is remove directory, and now the directory has gone. So you notice I did a copy command. Where was it? Copy dir.bat.test. Now if you want to do, I'm going to have to stop now, I'm going to continue this. Thanks for watching my video, please rate, comment, subscribe.